They seem to be gearing up for something, and I don't think it's a good thing. So, guys, as of recently, we all saw the article that dropped today. By the time you see this video, it'll be yesterday. But apparently, the Pentagon is looking for every state to develop something called a QRF team, which is a quick reaction force or quick reaction team, depending on how you want to say it. Now, QRF, you've always heard that in movies. It's a quick reaction force. It's a group of dudes that react quickly to whatever scenario is unfolding. Normally, these guys are given a heads up before whatever mission goes down, and they're sort of like the backup or the rescue team. In this case, for the National Guards, they are training them to react quickly to civil unrest. Now, yes, certain articles you read, they'll state that they're also able to respond to disasters and other situations that might unfold. But specifically, a lot of articles are saying civil unrest. Now, we might be seeing civil unrest unfold between this month and December if the shutdown doesn't stop or the government doesn't reopen and they don't fund the SNAP benefit accounts that are currently, or rather in the next couple of days, are going to be empty. Now, that depends. Some people spend all of their money, some people don't. So there are going to be a lot of accounts that are going to be zero come November 1st. Though this quick reaction force is looking to be trained by either January or February of next year, at the very least supposed to be activated by then, National Guards in certain states also have their own similar QRF that also are going to be trained by April of next year for civil unrest response. All of this, guys, is gearing around civil unrest response. I stress that because look at everything that's starting to pile up and seemingly come together. Now, a lot of us saw these things happening, and some things that are currently happening were curveballs, like the shutdown of the SNAP benefits. Didn't see that coming. And the fact that the government is doing nothing to fix the problem, but instead sent out emails and text messages telling people your November SNAP benefits will be suspended. They're probably going to get one middle of November saying your December SNAP benefits are going to be suspended as well. December, excuse me. So November and December could possibly be suspended. If it goes into December, first of all, if it goes past the first 2 weeks, all hell's going to break loose. Never mind, let's wait till we get into December. Now, again, there are a lot of threats going on out there. They got people threatening people now. They're not just threatening the stores. They're talking about robbing and hurting other people who have nothing to do with this. And one lady, this psych patient here, who could be an actress, who could be part of the let's drum the drama up and get more people riled up party, this lady here is a nutcase. Now, this takes a lot of acting to look this crazy. Most people don't do that. So her threat was insane. I was just like, delectable crackers. I don't know why people taste that good, but that's not the point. The point is that she made that threat. And there are more people making this threat towards people who have nothing to do with this. Now, the quick reaction force thing, guys, is a bit concerning because not as soon, but being that we're all watching this trend not looking good next month, and I don't know what next year's going to look like. I think it's going to be bad. You got jobs that are letting more people go, like Amazon, looking to let go a total of 30,000 employees. 200 companies so far this year got rid of 98,000 positions and handed them over to AI. So now a lot of this is going on. The government, United States government, is watching what Amazon's doing because 30,000 employees getting let go for AI is bad. The United States government is looking to do the same thing. This is why I think the shutdown is going to go a little longer, because they're going to implement their, I think it's called Government AI or Gov AI. They're going to implement that, and they're going to get rid of even more jobs. I don't know, but I would say north of 20,000 jobs are going to be eliminated if the Gov AI gets off the ground. Bad. Now, currently, there are only 7.2 million job openings in the United States. There are 40 million or 42 million people on SNAP benefits. 60% of that doesn't need to be on it. And the other 40 needs to be. They're disabled and probably like single moms and things like that. So even if we told, like even myself, and I'm guilty for this, telling they should go back to work, there's only 7 million jobs out there. And they're getting rid of more jobs. The main objective of the Quick Reaction Force is going to be to respond to civil disturbances or support local law enforcement, whether that's sheriffs or police departments in that city or town. Now, here's the, I guess, more interesting part of it. What they'll be using for protection will not be firearms as of right now. Right now, they're using non-lethal. So that's batons, pepper spray, probably pepper balls coming out of shotguns, or maybe munitions that have pepper balls in them, which mock a bullet, if you will. So if they have that, that's what they're going to use. And I think they're also going to use tasers if they have to. So that is pretty much how they're going to respond. As of right now, they're not going to be firing upon citizens, but if things get ugly, citizens start firing back, then they're going to authorize lethal means of suppressing the enemy, which would be us at that point. And that's going to spiral into probably civil war if the National Guards or Quick Reaction Force starts using lethal weapons towards American citizens. Now, the Quick Reaction Force that each state needs to have, I guess by next year, that's 500 troops per state. And what I think the Quick Reaction Force is also going to be is not will they only respond to emergencies or civil unrest in their states, they will be activated to respond to other states. I think that's the main purpose of it. I don't think it's so that every state can have a team that needs to respond quickly in their state. I think so that the president can be like, yo, there's a huge riot going on in Chicago right now. Manhattan's falling apart. We need the Quick Reaction Force from Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and New Hampshire and Massachusetts to converge on New York City, or rather New York State, excuse me, and also team up with the New York State National Guard's Quick Reaction Force. And that's how they're going to, I think, quell a lot of the problems. Now, a lot of this, guys, is civil unrest based. They are looking or probably seeing something happen, as they know that the government shutdown is not going to end anytime soon. And civil unrest, guys, we saw what it looked like during the whole George Floyd riot, right? That was nationwide, but it was also in pockets of the cities, but not the entire city itself, right? So like we saw rioting here in New York City, but we saw it downtown. We saw parts of Brooklyn. I think maybe one or two spots in Queens and Brooklyn. One of the small, tiny spots. But again, pockets within the cities themselves and not the entire city. This, guys, is very telling, and this is very alarming, if you will, because they are looking ahead and thinking that something is going to happen, and the possibility of it happening is greater than not. So with this Quick Reaction Force, guys, people need to definitely pay attention to this and pay attention to the SNAP benefit problem, because that is seemingly getting worse and the threats are getting out of control. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.